Yes. So remember, I told you if it is received from government employee, only then it will be uh, deducted. Entertainment allowances I'm talking about. And if it is received from private employer, it will not be deducted. Okay. So there are two employers now, government employer and private employer. If it is received from government employer, only then the deduction will be made available to him. So write down here. Write down 16 subsection 2 entertainment allowances. Uh, Three conditions were there. I hope you remember. What was the first condition? 20% of basic salary. 20% of basic salary. How much it was? In the bracket we can write 20% on. What was the basic salary that government gave us? 2,60,000. Only 2,60,000 will be taken into consideration because the salary from government will be taken because the entertainment allowances are given by, I mean, it is given by the government. No, government is giving you entertainment allowances. No, therefore the salary of the government will be taken into consideration only. Okay. And entertainment allowances is only received when you were a government employee. Therefore, the salary only of government will be taken into consideration. I mean, the salary which is given by the government. Yes. So 20% on 2,60,000 is how much?
52,000.
52,000. Okay. Next. What was the second condition that we had while calculating entertainment allowances? What is the second condition? Second is maximum. What is maximum?
5,000.
5,000.
Yes, very good. 5,000 in the inner column only. So we will write 5,000. Next. Next was third condition was actual.
Actual amount
Actual.
received.
Yes, actual amount
5,000.
received. Actual amount received.
5,000.
हाँ. What was the actual amount received? Look at the question.
5,000.
एक बार फिर से देखो, क्वेश्चन देखो ध्यान से. Question देखिए. What was entertainment allowances received from government? 5,000. Okay. So here you will write actual amount is 5,000. So whichever will be less will be selected. Whichever is less will be selected for your deduction purpose. So how much amount will be selected? You tell me. Out of three amounts,
5,000.
only one will be
5,000.
selected. Yes. So coincidentally, two amounts are same. No, 5 and 5. Therefore, it will be 5,000. Whichever is less के opposite में लिखेंगे. Okay. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Good. Chalo. Next. Professional tax. Is it given in the question? No. Professional tax is not given. So you will write and put it as nil. Write down 16 subsection 3 professional tax nil. So what should be in the outer column? What should be in the outer column?
5,000.
55.
55,000
So
in
what was your
bracket.
gross salary?
3 lakh.
2,49,000.
Gross salary?
2,49,000.
3 lakh 4,000.
4,000.
नहीं, ग्रॉस सैलरी कितना था?
वही मैम 3,04,000 ही था.
3,04,000 में.
ओके. 3,04,000 था. ओके. और उसमें से आपने 55,000 आप लेस कर देंगे तो कितना हो जाएगा?
4,49,000. 2,49,000.
2,49,000. So this is your answer. Net taxable income from salary. This is how you have to do. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Are you done with the writing part?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at the next question. Mr. Madhav Raj, who is employed as a personal secretary, gives the following information regarding his salary income in the previous year 1920. मेरे ख्याल से हाँ रिटायरमेंट तो नहीं है, एक बार आप देख लीजिए. देयर शुड नॉट बी अ रिटायरमेंट, अदरवाइज हम लोग को पूरा क्वेश्चन पढ़ना पड़ेगा. So I think retirement point is not there. So we one by one point we will read and we will write down also. Okay. Write down SSC Mr. Madhav Raj. Legal status individual. Previous year 1920, assessment year 2021. पैन कार्ड नंबर आप छोड़ सकते हैं, उसे छोटा डैश लगाकर छोड़ दीजिए. Yes, done. Write down computation of income from salary. Computation of income from salary. Draw your lines, particulars, inner column and outer column. Now let's start. Basic salary 10,000 per month, received for 11 months and outstanding for 1 month. But it will be taxable for whole year, 12 months, because I will tell you. See, I told you, no, receipt basis and due basis. Two things are there. That salary is taxable on receipt basis or on the due basis, whichever is earlier, right? So for 11 months, it is on receipt basis. For 1 month, it is outstanding, means it is on due basis. So it will be taxable for whole year, no? Yes? Are you getting? See, 10,000 into 12, not 11. It will be 12. Why? Because we will write a note. Don't worry. I will make you understand through note. How we will write a note? For 11 months, it is on receipt basis, taxable on receipt basis. And for 1 month, it is outstanding. That means it will be taxable on due basis. Okay. So all for 12 months. Anyways, you are going to receive in the future, no? So in the future, you will not put it in the taxable amount. No. Because it will be in the double taxation rule, no? तो वो ना हो इसीलिए हम लोग एक ही बार उसको टैक्स लगाएंगे जब आउटस्टैंडिंग, जब ड्यू हो गया. ठीक है, ड्यू बेसिस पे उसको टैक्स लगाना. ठीक है ना, बिकॉज एनीवेज यू आर गोइंग टू रिसीव इन द फ्यूचर. ओके, राइट डाउन बेसिक सैलरी. Basic salary, write down in the bracket 10,000 into 12. 10,000 into 12. Outer column 12,000. Sorry, 1,20,000. Sorry. Outer column 1,20,000. Please remind me of giving you a note when we complete the question, the whole solution part. I will give you the note for this first point. So you guys remind me. Okay. Next, CCA. That is city compensatory allowances. Write down one time add. It is to be one time only. Written one time only. Don't write it again and again. Add. Okay. So put it one time. Add. कोलन देकर आप मतलब कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं. City compensatory allowances, always remember fully taxable. 1,000 into 12 bracket. So it is outer column 12,000. Outer column 12,000. Next, dearness allowances 2,000 per month. So remember it is fully taxable. Put it DA, dearness allowances put it in the bracket 2000 into 12 per month given है ना. So 2000 into 12 and outer column will be 24,000. 24,000. Okay, lunch allowances. I hope you remember I've already cleared with you lunch allowances is a perquisite that is fully taxable to all case of employees. No expenses will be treated. So in the bracket expenses are given. We will not treat expenses. We have to ignore because allowances are given to you and that is fully taxable. See 1500 into 12, fully taxable outer column 18,000. Write down. Lunch allowances, bracket 1500 into 12. What should be in the outer column? Yes, what should be in the outer
18,000.
column? 18,000 fully taxable.
18,000.
18,000, yes, fully taxable, outer column. Lunch allowances always fully taxable. Medical allowances always fully taxable. Write down medical allowances in the bracket 400 into 12. So what is my amount for 12 months?
4,800.
4,800.
4,800 fully taxable. Very good. 4,800 fully taxable outer column. Next. Now look at this point very carefully. Children education allowances. Madhav Raj is receiving children education allowances from his employer and it is 2,000 per month. Okay, per month. Madhav Raj has 2 children and he has spent rupees 22,000 for their education. See, the word spent is not considerable. Why? Because the allowances are given to you and the exemption limit is also given to you. So we will not consider the amount that is spent by Mr. Madhav Raj, right? Because exemption is already available. No, what is the exemption limit? 100 per month per child for maximum for 2 children. 100 per month per child, maximum for 2 children. And this is the limit that you have to follow. So what is the amount spent? That is not my concern. Okay, so we will write a note for whatever we are ignoring. Like lunch expenses were given, we ignored. Why did we ignore? Because the lunch allowances are those perquisites which are fully taxable. Therefore, no exemption will be given for the amount that is spent on lunch. Is it clear? Such like notes has to be written at the end of the sum. Okay, when you complete the statement, no, there you have to write the notes. Okay, so write down children educational allowances. Write down children educational allowances, bracket 2000 into 12, bracket close, 2000 into 12. So what should be the answer of 2000 into 12?
24,000.
Yes, but you have to write it in the inner column because exemption is there. Don't write it in the outer column. 24,000 is not taxable. Some another amount will come out which will be taxable. Okay, so 2000 into 12 is 24,000 inner column. अब next line पे आ जाएंगे, लिखेंगे next new line. Write down less exempted 100 per month per child, maximum for 2 children under section 10 subsection 14. याद करता है section तो good, otherwise don't write it. So you can write less exempted 100 per month per child, maximum for 2 children. So make another bracket. I'll tell you how to solve. Madhav Raj has 2 children. See, in the bracket they have given 2 children. So the limit is for 2 children only. And Madhav Raj coincidentally वो 2 बच्चों के लिए ही एजुकेशनल अलाउंसेस रिसीव कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो 2 ही बच्चे हैं और 2 ही बच्चों के लिए एग्जम्पशन लिमिट दी जाती है. ओके, तो माधव राज को भी 2 बच्चों के लिए एजुकेशनल अलाउंसेस मिल रहे हैं. ठीक है ना, तो ये तो सेम मैच कर रहा है. बट जरूरी नहीं है आपका जो अमाउंट है जो रिसीव कर रहे हैं और जो आपका एग्जाम्पशन है वो सेम हो, नहीं ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है। क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमको एजुकेशनल अलाउंसेस मिल रहा है 2000 पर मंथ, वी आर रिसीविंग 2000 per month and exemption is 100 per month per child, 100 per कितना छोटा अमाउंट है, see how little amount is, I mean how little the amount is, the exemption limit is very little, very small, that is 100 per month, okay, as compared to 2000 per month which I am receiving from my employer for 2 kids. Okay, so write down less exemption 100 per month per child, 100 per month per child, maximum for 2 children. This is the limit. Now, how would I follow it? Make it a bracket. Write down 100 per month. That means 100 into 12. I want to convert it for per annum, no? So 100 into 12 into 2 because per child. But we have 2 children. Now, in this case, there are 2 children. And we are receiving children education allowances for 2 children. Therefore, into 2. So 100 into 12 into 2. How much in all? How much in all?
2400.
2400. So that has to be put in the inner column bracket. Put it in the inner column. Right below 24,000. 2400 will be there and it should be reflected in the black bracket. So tell me, after deducting, what is the amount that is taxable to Mr. Madhav Raj?
21,600.
Yes, 21,600. Look at. See, the same answer has been calculated on the screen. 21,600. Okay, are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if it was hostel education allowances, then of course same up to 2 children, but it was 300 per month per child. 300 per month per child for maximum 2 children. Only instead of 100 you will write 300. So 300 into 12 into 2 will be exempted. Maximum. Okay. If it is for one child, then one child will get for one child the exemption limit will be there. Okay. If there are 3 children, then up to 2 children you will get an exemption because maximum is up to 2 children. No. For 3 children you will not get. For 2 children you will get. I hope you are understanding the difference between if you have one child and
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
have 3 children. Okay. And if you have 2 children, then there is no point of confusion. Okay. Chalo. Next, bonus. 50,000 fully taxable. Okay. Remember, one more thing in the point of bonus. Bonus when it is received, only then it is taxable. There are 2 bonus. There are 2 bonuses. One is declared, other is received. The company is declaring the bonus will not be taxable because the company has just declared it. I have not received it. Once I receive it, it will be taxable. So now, because 7th point mein aap dekhiye, look at the 7th point. Nothing has been disclosed about bonus, whether it is declared or received. We will assume that it is received by Mr. Madhav Raj. And therefore bonus will be fully taxable. लिखो bonus, आपको चाहिए तो ब्रैकेट में लिख दो assume to be received, assume to be received, and outer column 50,000 fully taxable. Remember, bonus is fully taxable, no exemption limits are there. Naturally it is fully taxable. Okay, done with this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
He has given rent free accommodation at Vasant Vihar, Thane, along with furniture, etc. The perquisite value according to the income tax, I means income tax rules is 22,000. Now what does this line say? This line means the employer is giving you free house to live in, a free house. That means you will not have to pay any rent, even though though that house does not belong to you, still you will not pay the rent. It is not your owned house. It is not your own house. Okay, still you do not pay interest for it. This is what your employer is giving you, and it is a benefit for you because your rent is saved. है ना, आपका रेंट बच रहा है ना यहाँ पर. आप किसी और घर में रहते थे, समझो आपको एम्प्लॉयर, suppose your employer is not giving you such house, rent free house, then you would have taken another house, maybe on a rental basis. Okay, so that rent which was to be paid otherwise, and now it is saved, no, because your employer is giving you rent free accommodation, rent free house. Now you do not have to pay him rent, and that is a perquisite value, that is a benefit for you because your rent is saved, your income is saved, your expenses are saved, right? Therefore it becomes your perquisite value, and the perquisite value is 22,000, the taxable value is 22,000. This is what is given to you. So directly perquisite value is given to you, 22,000, the taxable value. So you do not need to think about what is taxable, how much is exempted. No, already 22,000 will be available to you as a perquisite value, means taxable value. That benefit amount, that amount of benefit that is taxable to you is known as perquisite value. Okay, so write down. How will you be writing it? Wait, I'll tell you. Write it as rent-free accommodation. No. Write it as this way. Perquisite value of rent-free accommodation. Perquisite value of rent-free accommodation. Rent-free accommodation with furniture, etc. Outer column 22,000. Outer column 22,000. Is it done? Have you understood this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ninth point is he has taken a life insurance policy, but the premium of rupees 12,000 is paid by employer. Now it is known as obligation met by employer. Obligations. Now, do you understand what are obligations? Obligations are those expenses and burden over my head, but not paid by me, paid by employer. Those are my expenses, but paid by employer. Such expenses are mine. It is burden of employee, but paid by employer. Okay, it is a perquisite value. It is perquisite given to you, benefit which is given to you. Now it is your expense, no? It is your life insurance policy, employees insurance policy. 12,000 should be paid by you, Mr. Madhav Raj, but it is paid by employer, by his employer. Therefore, this amount has been saved, no? So that becomes his benefit. Now, as it becomes his benefit, it is called as perquisite. Okay, and this particular perquisite is fully taxable. Any obligation of an employee met by employer is fully taxable. Any obligation means कोई भी खर्चा जो आपका है, whatever expenses belong to you, not paid by you, instead paid by employer, is known as obligation met by employer. It is obligation of an employee, burden of an employee, expenses of an employee, but paid by employer. And that particular perquisite benefit that you are getting from an employer is fully taxable. Okay, so write it down. 12,000 life insurance policy premium paid by employer. Life insurance policy premium paid by employer. Outer column 12,000. Outer column 12,000. Now employer is paying another expenses also. There are a few more expenses that are paid by employer on behalf of Madhav Raj. See, his employer has paid following expenses on behalf of Madhav Raj. See, electricity and water bills. Expenses are to be borne by Madhav Raj, but it is paid by employer. It is paid by his employer. So it is fully taxable 21,000. Personal servant salary 12,000 fully taxable. Hotel and club bills 6,000 fully taxable. And the next is professional tax. Now remember, I told you two things in professional tax. One thing is paid by employer. Sorry, one thing is paid by employee and another is paid by employer. Now this is the case where employer pays professional tax 2,500. So first it will be added in the salary as a perquisite and then it will be deducted. Only professional tax I'm talking about. All other things will be only added. It will not be deducted. Are you getting my point? Professional tax is only one thing that first has to be added and then it has to be deducted. Amongst these 4 points I'm talking about. Okay, so write down. Write down. Perquisite value of the expenses paid by employer. Perquisite value of the expenses paid by employer. Underline that. Underline karo. Write down electricity bill. Inner column. Inner column because there are many expenses paid by employer. Okay. So electricity bill 21,000. Inner column. Personal servant salary. Inner column 12,000. Next, hotel and club bills 6,000 inner column. Professional tax 2,500 inner column because it is paid by employer. When employer pays the professional tax on behalf of an employee, it is first to be added in the salary of an employee and then the deduction will be available. Okay. So add on all the 4 points, all the 4 figures. 21,000, 12,000, 6,000, 2,500. How much is it in all? Yes,
41,500.
Repeat again.
41,500.
Okay. 41,500 outer column. 41,500 outer column. That means fully taxable. It means these are the expenses paid by employer on behalf of his employee. Therefore, these expenses are fully taxable in the hands of Mr. Madhav Raj, employee. Okay. ठीक है अभी देखो you are required to calculate his income from salary. Okay, so anyways this was the last point. So let us calculate gross salary. What is gross salary? I'm giving you 2 minutes to calculate. Come on, be quick. Pardon? Repeat again.
3,11,900.
3,11,900. No, यहाँ पे तो कुछ और ही है. क्या गड़बड़ करी है?
3,25,900.
फिर से बोलो बेटा, आपका आवाज क्रैक हो रहा है.
3,25,900.
Yes, Shubham, you have done some mistake in the calculation part. So it should be 3,25,900. Has everybody got the answer? Yes, 3,25,900 is my gross salary. Write down less deductions under section 16. Less deductions under section 16. Write down standard deduction the same way. Standard deduction. Write down actual salary. What was actual salary here?
1,20,000.
1,20,000 was my actual salary, or maximum 50,000, whichever is less. Same way it has been written on the screen. Please look at the screen. So it is 1,20,000 actual salary or maximum 50,000. Next line, whichever is less. So what amount is the lower one? 50,000.
50,000.
Next, entertainment allowances. Is it given in the question?
No, ma'am.
No. So you will just write it as 16 subsection 2. Write it 16 subsection 2 and put it as nil in the inner column. Now, what was the professional tax? Tell me. What
Ma'am,
was the professional tax?
2,500.
2,500. Okay. So what should be the total?
52,500.
Okay. It should be 52,500 outer column. Outer column in the brackets. It should be in the outer column inside the bracket. Huh? Put it inside the bracket. 52,500 deducted from your gross salary. So the net amount would be
2,73,400.
sorry,
Two,
3,23,400. Is it the amount? Is it that? I mean, is it
no,
correct
ma'am.
amount?
2,73,400.
ओके आई थिंक प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक है यहाँ पर ओके आपकी ग्रॉस सैलरी कितनी थी वो बता दीजिए मुझे 3 lakhs क्या था
25,900.
okay. उसमें से आपने 52,500 माइनस किया तो आंसर क्या आया व्हाट इज द फाइनल आंसर
2,73,400.
हाँ.
okay. And that is your net taxable income from salary net taxable income from salary is it clear everybody
Yes, ma'am.
so you have to join the meeting again. I will give you a homework part and then we will wind up with the lecture. Okay.